Hello, good morning, good evening, and welcome to Bigg World Cinema. Without further ado, we'll continue with what you're here for. And now that we're monetized, please don't skip the ads. Thank you. So I'm in a taxi on the way to Robinson's Galleria to sort out my exit clearance certificate. If you've stayed in the Philippines for longer than 6 months, you need to fill out this form, and it takes a couple of days where they do checks on you, make sure you haven't done anything naughty, and then you're free to leave the country. I hear if you don't have it, or people have left it too late to get one, then you can't leave the country until you get one. So I've got 6 days in Cebu to sort it out, but it shouldn't take more than 3 days, they say. So the immigration office has moved from Mandawi to Robinson's Galleria in Cebu City, which is closer to Mabolo, closer to where I am. So let's see how I get on. When I got my tourist visa renewals in Cebu City, I'd go to their previous office, which was located in Mandawi. So this was my first trip to their new offices in Robinson's Galleria. I've visited the mall, however, on numerous occasions. It's a lovely mall, and whenever I visited, I'd bemoan the fact that nobody came here. Hopefully, with more visitors to the mall now, the businesses there might see an uptake in business. So, obtaining an exit clearance certificate, you need to allow 3 business days. I went there Wednesday lunchtime, 22nd of February, with my flight out of the country on 28th of February. At the entrance, the guy looked at my existing visa and handed me 2 forms to fill out. One was for an ACR card renewal, as my existing card had expired at the end of January. So it would be annoying if I needed to renew my ACR card just for an extra month. Some of the questions on the ECC form weren't very straightforward. But fortunately, a guy seated next to me had just handed his form in to be processed, so he assisted me. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to fill out both the forms. When I went up to the check-in counter with my 2 forms filled out, I was told that I wouldn't need to renew my ACR card after all, so he handed me that form back. Other websites say you need to print off copies of everything before you arrive at immigration office. But you don't need to do that for yourself. All you need is 3 passport-sized photographs measuring 2 by 2 inches taken on a white background. So I handed him those, my passport and my renewed visa receipts. Was told to sit down. 15 minutes later, I was called to the cashier window to pay my fee of 500 pesos. 20 minutes later, I was called to another receiving window where I was asked if I wanted the express service. And if so, the certificate would be issued that day for an extra 1,500 pesos. No thanks. Friday that week was a non-working holiday, so they asked me to come back the following Tuesday to collect my ECC. I told them my flight was on Tuesday morning, so I was then asked to come back on Monday afternoon. I was also asked here for a printout of my flight ticket, which I didn't have. The guy asked to see the ticket on my phone, so I fiddled with my phone and got the email up with my flight ticket on and pushed my mobile phone over to him. He quickly looked at my phone, and when he handed it back to me, the screen had gone black, so I don't know if he saw it or not. He made a comment about getting a printout of my flight ticket, but then just handed me a slip of paper with a stamp on it saying to collect my passport after 3 p.m. the following Monday.
Don't miss out on quality broadcasting. Please like, share and subscribe to Bigg World Cinema. Thank you.
Come out of the immigration office, took me an hour and 20 minutes. I think I'll get in there to 11:20, just come out 12:40, so took an hour and 20 minutes to process my application form. They wanted me to come back on Tuesday to pick up the exit clearance certificate, but I said I was flying Tuesday morning first thing, so I've got to go back Monday afternoon to pick it up. They did offer me express lane and it'll be done today, which was an extra 1,500 pesos, but seeing as the whole thing was only 500 pesos, I didn't think I wanted to do that. I didn't want to spend an extra 1,500 pesos just to get it today when I can pick it up on Monday. Also, they asked to see a copy of my flight ticket. It's probably best to get that printed out. So that's all you need. Take your ACR card, take your passport photos, and they give you a form to fill in, and that's it. It's pretty straightforward. Other websites have said take a copy of all these pages in your passport, take a copy of your visa extension forms, but you don't need to do that. They will do all that. Just need to take passport photographs and your ACR card to show them. So it's quite straightforward. 500 pesos, and hopefully I'll get that Monday afternoon. When I returned to collect the exit clearance certificate after 3 p.m. on the Monday, the offices were again busy. I imagine they're permanently busy nowadays, so I don't know what the best time is to go there. When renewing my tourist visa in Mandawi, sites would suggest getting there early. But I'd always rock up around midday and be done and dusted within the hour. Today it took them 15 minutes to locate my passport. One guy came up to the window complaining he'd been waiting for his visa renewal for 4 hours already. So I wouldn't break a sweat in the morning arousing yourself at the crack of dawn. Unless she's up at the same time, of course. My exit clearance certificate was valid until 2nd of March, a couple of days after my scheduled leaving date, and also the date of when my current visa had been extended to. You can actually apply for your exit clearance certificate up to 30 days before you leave the country. But it's worth knowing that if your flight is cancelled, your ECC could be valid for a few days more, or when your visa expires. I also need to advise you to keep your last visa extension receipt handy when you're leaving the country. After I'd lined up for over 30 minutes at the immigration queue at Manila Airport, I handed the immigration officer my passport, my ECC certificate, and my receipt for departure tax. He also asked to see my last visa receipt. I had a slight panic, wondering where I'd packed all my visa receipts. Fortunately, I'd put them all in the front pocket of my backpack, which I was carrying. I don't put anything in the hold. All I travel with is a 7-kilo backpack, which stays with me at all time. Imagine if I'd packed them all in a suitcase, which had gone into the hold. What would the immigration officer have said then?
Here at BWC, we are a sharing community. So could you kindly keep Uncle content by sharing this video with your friends? Thank you.
If you liked the video, please could you like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to ding the notification bell to see my videos before your friends. See you on the next video. Take care everyone.